What they do, all of my grandmatics? This is Orion, aka Brass Balls, and this is the final installment of the 10th year anniversary celebration of hunting season. We are upon the last track. Now, before I get into hunting season, Bass is my most recent album. It is the cover you see right now in front of you, and it is available on all streaming platforms. So do yourself a favor, go check out this wonderful EP I just dropped, and give it a gander, you know what I mean? And let me know how you feel about that. Now, let's dive into this True to Self remix, which is the very last track off of this album. Now, this track was meant to be like a bonus cut. And the reason for that is because I've always had a fondness for albums that did that. Some of the albums that come to mind is Keith Murray, Enigma, with a dope remix of The Rhyme by Jay Dilla at the very end, and also his first album, The Most Beautifulest Thing in the World, has a Pete Rock remix at the end. Tribe Called Quest, Love Movement, has the Scenario remix at the end. The Onyx album, Shut 'Em Down, has the Shut 'Em Down remix with Pun and Noriega. Those are classics. So I've always dug when albums did that, and I wanted to do that for this album. It's not the first time I did it, because I first did it on the Balls to the Wall album. See, Balls to the Wall was the album I came out with before hunting season, and the very first track on Balls to the Wall was the original True to Self, produced by One Take. And then around that time, I had the idea of sending my acapella to a bunch of my beatmaker friends, doing like a publicity remix contest type thing, and I got a few dope remixes back. One in particular was Shaul. Shout out to Shaul. I actually included his remix at the very end of the Balls to the Wall album. So if you cop the Balls to the Wall album, it starts with True to Self original One Take mix, then it ends with the True to Self remix by Shaul. And then I had another one from my dog Alien. Shout out to him. He had a dope one he sent me. A few other people sent me some cuts that were dope. But this one right here that we're about to get into was done by, to my surprise, around that time, my cousin Alex was making beats, and around that time he went by the name Sharp when he made his beats and shit, man. And his beats is dope, man. Original production. And when I sent him this acapella, what he gave me back, bro, like really gave me goosebumps, man. I really dig everything about this beat, the piano melodies, the drums, the bass lines, everything was dope, you know, and I loved what he did with it. So I had to include it on this album for sure. And I even shot a video for this track. It was dope setting in North Miami, because that's where I was living at the time. However, I never released a video because I was never quite content with the edit. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. The edit just wasn't up to par with what I was releasing in my videos and stuff, you know. And I don't know, maybe I should release it, but I just kind of feel like the video could have been a little bit better, you know, as far as like the edit cuts. And just unfortunately life got in the way, and I never put out that video. Performance wise, this was a song that I would actually perform a lot, but I was always performing to the One Take instrumental because I had that instrumental. I never had this instrumental on deck, although I should have, but I was so used to performing it over the One Take version that, you know, that it is what it is. That's what I was doing too. But you know, this is like the first verse and the third verse were actually one of those verses I locked into memory really good, and to this day I could blast out at any given time. It's one of them bullets, you feel me? Now, what the song is talking about is the financial and political state that we were living in. No surprise as to why I included this remix on the album as well, because it is cohesively tied in with the rest of the album, you know. But it really digs into the financial state, political state, and how our financial race to the top interferes with our spiritual essence and holds us back from who we truly are, because we're always in this rat race when it comes to our monetary state in the world and stuff. So that's really what I was tackling with this particular joint right here. And it was written right in the midst of all the shenanigans that were going on with the bailouts of the banks and everything. And you know, that's where everything was pretty much written for this track. I mean, the song itself was originally featured on Balls to the Wall, and Balls to the Wall did come out before hunting season. So that's why you have what you have as far as subject matter with this particular track. All right, folks, so that about wraps up this journey that we took into the making of hunting season. It's been 10 years since I released it, and it's super dope to go back and refresh my memory to what went into making this album. There are some tracks that were left on the cutting room floor. Not many, but I think a good 3 or 4. I could actually make a whole video on that. I'm gonna contemplate it in these coming days whether I should or not. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Maybe I should post up some of those tracks, but they definitely weren't finished, polished, and all that good stuff, but the raw bones of them are still pretty dope. So maybe I'll do another video, you know, touching on those particular joints. So I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. Everybody that's dropped likes, comments, shares, all that, I appreciate that. You know, these videos do go up on my YouTube page as well. I would appreciate the like, follow, subscribe, all that good shit. But also, Bass is available. Go check out Bass, Brass and Silver Slugs. It's the first of 3 EPs that I'm gonna drop under that same theme. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me for this hunting season 10th year anniversary. And with that said, peace.